get up, get out of my bed. Every night I want to play out, and every day I wanna do. But tonight I just wanna stay and be with you. And be with you.
Well, it was there, although no one thought at the time that this incredibly good-looking and talented member of the Beatles could possibly be wanting to settle down. Every woman in the world wanted to sleep with him. But it took really the woman he married, Linda, to realise that and to provide this home and this large family.
And ever since Linda died, sadly, and I covered that story massively, you know, and she passed away sadly to cancer, he seems to have been searching for, if not a replacement for Linda, but the same sort of domestic bliss he had then.
Well, he did. He tried once, and it didn't really work out, spectacularly so. But now it seems like he may be on course for a happy ending with Nancy.
Nancy Shelby.
Just talking about Linda as well, I noticed from the book there was reference to him getting upset at one point when he heard that she might be talking to somebody about a possible biography of her, because he only wanted to be the one star in the family. So as much as he might have wanted that kind of domestic bliss, if you like, he didn't want to be forgotten either.
No, at the same time, he absolutely supported Linda in her vegetarian campaign.
Still going to this day, isn't it, that brand?
And he put her in the band because he didn't want to be away from her on the road.
Yeah, exactly, and them and the kids used to, as I understand
it... And he took a lot of flack for that as well, didn't he?
Terrible. She was ridiculed for years and years.
Yeah, that's right, because she played the piano and all that. And I remember when they lived down in Kent, had that place down there, he'd have a private plane to fly into Europe, do the concert, and then fly them all back, a propeller-driven plane with the kids and all that. You said he made one mistake. We're talking here about Heather Mills, aren't we? And I've read the chapter on Heather Mills. It is astonishing that a man like Paul McCartney, who could literally have had his pick of a woman anywhere in the world, was, you know, in inverted commas,
his pick of anyone in the world, and yet he chose Linda. And that was a very good choice and a long, long marriage. But in the case of Heather, it wasn't to be, yes.
Well, they were introduced to each other by Piers Morgan.
Yes, they were.
Oh, no, they were. He says he didn't introduce them, actually.
Well, I was at the Pride of Britain where they both sat on the same table, and I mean, that was, as far as I know, when they met for the first time.
Piers and Paul sat on the table, and he saw Heather come onto the stage.
And do a presentation, that's right. And I think he asked somebody who's that lady.
Well, that's Piers Morgan's artistic license, because he organised the event, so he would say, well, obviously I must have introduced her to them.
Perhaps in a roundabout way.
In a roundabout way.